We're back with head coach Justin Blood as Keene State gets the victory today. Coach Blood, what did you see out there from your team? Obviously, there was, you got some pretty good starting pitching early. Things got a little interesting there in the middle. How did you guys come through today?
It was a mix of, like you said, I thought early on starting pitching, Jake was good and got them in swing mode, got some quick outs, and then just lost the zone for a little bit, got himself in trouble with some bad counts and hit a couple guys, and we allowed them to get back into the game. Overall, this one, a win is a good win anytime you get a chance to walk off the field the winner. But this one feels like we weren't quite as sharp as we want to be, though. On the mound, at the plate, and we ended up with 9 hits, but they gave us a lot of stuff for free. We had a lot of base runners and felt like we could have scored a lot more runs as well. So some positives. Some guys had some good swings. A couple pitchers did a good job. I thought Sean Brennan did a great job getting out of the jam. Leadoff guy got on, and then he worked out of that. And George had some good at-bat, had some couple good outs, and then he looked a little shaky, and Troy comes in and does a good job closing the door. So all in all, it was good, but not quite good enough.
You guys have had kind of, I guess you'd say, maybe a little bit of an up and down year. I mean, I'd say you're definitely on the upswing right now, but kind of the start to the year on the road in some of those games with late leads and everything. What's been your emphasis, to the bullpen, late in these games, to go out and?
I think as a whole, our pitching staff, we just weren't executing, to certain parts of the zone, executing well with 2 strikes, and we've definitely done a better job of that the last 2 weeks. I thought this past weekend at Hartford we did a really good job. Obviously limited them with runs, but we got a lot of outs because we were able to get to some of those places we hadn't been able to get to in the previous weeks and got punished for it. So I think the pitching staff's coming along. Where if you look at our stats, we're just rolling guys. There's a handful of guys with 7, 8, 9 appearances now, which is just about half our games almost. So those guys are getting a couple of appearances each week. There's another couple guys that possess quality stuff that I really want to try to get going, and I think that they can be impactful. So we got to keep trying to find ways to make that happen. But the pitching staff is moving in the right direction. David Floyd's been very good for us out of the pen the last couple weeks, making that move. So Cam Thomas has given us great starts, and so is Shea Zena. So I do feel good about that, and getting Chatfield back. I know he struggled today, but that's not characteristic. But yeah, the pitching staff is definitely moving in the right direction, I believe.
Kind of off the cuff, but how was it being able to go back to Hartford over the weekend? Obviously, you spent a good amount of time there.
Yeah, it was different being in the other dugout. When you're somewhere for 10 years and you put a lot of time and effort into trying to build something up, and there were a lot of alums and some families and people that were there, so that was nice that they came out to say hi. One of my best friends is their head coach, so I don't. It's kind of hard to want to truly beat somebody down, so to speak, when you're so close to them. I wanted to win those games, no doubt about it, and I was very glad that we performed well, but not because it was Hartford, because we needed to. So, but yeah, it was good to go back there and play some games.
Got a quick turnaround. You got a road game, hopefully, weather permitting, tomorrow in Springfield against Western New England. You guys beat them last year, as Alex said, but what are you looking forward to in that matchup?
They're always a good team. They're well coached. They've got some good arms and some good offensive players. We'll see what the weather brings the next couple of days, but I expect that to be a hard-fought game, and we'll have to perform, I think, better than we did today to win.
All right, well, hopefully we'll see you again on Saturday. That's supposed to be the next home game at the moment. So thank you again, Coach Blood, for your time, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
All right, we're back here on the Owls Media Network as Keene State gets the win in the home opener again today. The Owls will travel to Springfield tomorrow, again, weather permitting, against the Western New England Golden Bears. Hope to get the win there. Their next home game would be on Saturday here at Keene State. Of course, we'll see if that actually happens, but that would be against Western Connecticut, and we'll certainly plan on it. So hopefully we will see you then. For Ryan Goodwin, for Lise Picard, and Jake Truesdale, this has been a Keene State Owls production on the Owls Media Network. We'll hope you tune into the next one, hopefully on Saturday, and if so, we'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.